Pardon me, but could we speak? I was a bit occupied earlier, but I'm available now. And I just need to keep this helper off my case so I can do my job and get back to the firewall. It'll be fine.
Yokai, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm very sorry about earlier today. I had some personal things going on, but it's okay. I can now address you in a professional capacity. Would you stop that? It is incredibly rude.
Looking at souls, is that not something you do regularly with everybody?
Of course. But it's a little rude to pry on coworkers, don't you think?
I'm sorry, I was just curious because I haven't seen a helper with such a damaged body and torso like that.
It is not my usual form. I don't usually interact directly with the world, I'm afraid. I am the clock. I maintain the time, the weather, and what could be called the tick speed.
What did you want to talk to me about?
I'm not entirely clear. How long have you been here, Yokai?
Only a couple months, really.
A couple months.
I had heard about you.
About me?
Yeah, I heard from Ari that she killed you.
She did. I allowed her to destroy the body that I had. I'm more concerned about these. Do you know when all of these new creatures joined this world?
Can't say I know.
They were not here, I don't think, when I returned. And I've only been back for a couple weeks.
This is really out of my jurisdiction, Helper. I'm sure it falls more under yours.
With the world borders down, I can't deny them sanctuary here. That being said, as I stated earlier, I was not expecting you. I was expecting Nari. Nari seemed to be the one the firewall was sending. I'm not entirely clear. Are you doing different things? It sounded like Nari is also after escaped entities.
Yeah, so the firewall just sent many of us, and we're doing our best to rein them all back in. Because as I'm sure you've heard, the firewall crashed. The firewall having crashed, a lot of entities got out.
I have things under control now, and I will be acting as the temporary keeper.
Who put you in charge as that then?
It is, I guess you could say, default, in that none of the other helpers are stepping up.
Why haven't they been
not
de-opt?
say that.
I mean, surely the keeper had known about it prior to them disappearing.
Yokai, did you ever meet Yokaiza? Yokai?
Yokai doesn't really associate too much with the firewall. We keep things under control, so there's really no reason for the keeper to come around.
I am still very concerned. If you are here, have you spoken to Nari? When should I expect to see Nari?
I don't actually know. We were sent out at different times, and we're just given more or less the same task. We weren't sent out as a pair.
Is that normal? I didn't think
You see, it's not normal at all for us monitors to be in the overworld, but here we are, because world borders broke, and firewalls crashed, and now there's a lot of people we need to take back. And speaking of, you know Ari, right? One who escaped the firewall, and you know that Velix person we saw earlier along with the gay frog. So far, those are the main two I've had my eyes on, and I've been keeping track of them so I can take them back to the firewall where they belong. And as for that penguin, Jace, or Ace their name is, they were an entity from this world, but something is very wrong with their code.
Their soul is not there. Are you familiar with the Calamity Crystal?
A little bit.
Yokai, please keep an eye out for a rogue observer of some kind.
Right, I can do that for you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Why are you existing like this? Why are you pretending to be an entity?
Monitors don't exactly have creative jurisdiction.
You should have access to commands.
I do, but only a couple commands.
So you've already captured Ari?
No, sadly.
Oh, well, that's good. Yes.
That's good.
Ari is a friend.
Excuse me? You're friends with the Griefer who escaped the firewall and then griefed the world borders.
Yes.
Why?
Ari has the capacity for empathy and kindness. I think that should be rewarded.
Listen, I don't disagree that many of those in the firewall have empathy and compassion. That doesn't change what they are. That doesn't change the notes in their soul and on their code. And that doesn't change the firewall's decision to keep them there so they don't harm anyone else.
I agree, but Can you not say that the firewall occasionally makes mistakes?
Firewall doesn't make mistakes. The Keeper made the firewall. Would the Keeper make big mistakes like that?
It is not my place to question the Keeper.
Us monitors have to be impartial to that. We can't make connections or otherwise it hurts us.
I am a protector. That is my job. I feel protective towards Ari, and I'm sorry if that ever conflicts with your position. I understand why you're here, and I understand the importance of taking Ari back to the firewall, but it doesn't change that I want to stop you, and I want to give Ari, clemency.
My job is just getting things back to normal at any cost. And if you see Ari, I would ask that you direct her here.
Yeah, I'll let Ari know that you live here, and let them know that they've asked you as a guest. Where is your core, if I might ask? How are you here?
Monitors don't really need cores. I guess if we had a core, it would just be the firewall itself.
So, the core underneath Emberlyn is not yours.
No. So there's a weak point there.
There is. Underneath Emberlyn is a core. I'm not entirely sure whose, so I haven't messed with it, but I've been keeping an eye on it. Do you want to go look at this core with me? It's possible that someone with your expertise would know what to look for. Sorry, I haven't actually had to physically walk here. I usually just phase through.
It's a weak point, all right. It looks like there's a key here.
I haven't messed with anything. I don't know whose it is. I actually thought it might be Nari's. Since I hadn't seen Nari pop up, I thought they were laying low.
This has a key in it, meaning whoever was behind this core, whoever was behind this weak point and used it as an entryway, they needed a key. In order for somebody to place the key here, they couldn't have been an observer. They had to have been able to interact with the world.
Are you saying that this key might have allowed someone to get past the firewall?
Perhaps. Weak point, like this, or like your core, acts as a gateway, where you don't spawn within the world code itself. In fact, you're a foreign object or entity. Technically, theoretically, you could bypass the firewall through a core.
If an entity had to be the one placing this key, if someone had to be, I wonder who, I wonder why.
Well, observers do talk to entities. They communicate with entities in ways that aren't always clear.
Strange. Observers normally just talk to me. But I guess I've never really asked an entity what the observers feel like to them. If someone was compelled, then again, I feel like that can be granted clemency. They didn't mean to let this entity in, or if they did, it was a coercion.
I could see that. And the thing is that the opening a core or opening a gateway into the world is not really a crime against the world itself, because these just exist. However, the intentional destruction of the world and other souls is what's the issue. Can I see the world border?
I can take you to the one I've been repairing. There we go.
Assuming it was right here, that's where I feel the energy got stopped.
Disrupted, yes.
So, it's a makeshift world border made out of blocks.
It will prevent some wandering souls from getting to the far lands. There are a couple who very desperately want to be there.
I see. So the world, did it try to generate its own barrier?
Yes, and it does kill the souls within.
What is this? Is this where the key was?
Yes. I didn't get here in time, and I didn't feel able to interfere with the world. I was mistaken.
Ari did this, huh?
Ari and one called Night.
I've heard about Night.
Night is a slippery one. They're difficult for me to comprehend.
Are they an entity of this world? What are they?
They are an entity, but they are an entity that doesn't work by the rules that I operate. Therefore, I find Night difficult to think about even. They are capable of moving through time. I'm not sure why they are compelled to destroy the world border, but they are also apparently currently in control of the Calamity Crystal.
Maybe they'll end up like Ari and hurt themselves by using the crystal so we don't have to deal with them.
I would like to protect them and would like to prevent them from hurting themselves on the crystal. I had control over the crystal for a time, and in that time was unable to destroy it.
That's one thing I really don't understand about you helpers, is that you sympathize and want to help the people who are killing the world and could kill everyone.
Yokafi, that's our job.
It might be your job to protect them, but it's my job to protect the world.
I'm trying to protect the world.
It doesn't sound like it when you talk about having friends that break world borders.
Everyone makes mistakes, Yokai.
Everyone makes mistakes, but some mistakes aren't the same as others. Some mistakes have more catastrophic consequences.
The world is falling apart, but we can still fix it. This world border going up is just the start.
But at least, hopefully, if we do have time, as you said, I have time, hopefully, to put everybody back in the firewall that belongs there.
I suppose so, but Yokai, I'm still confused why you and Nari are both here. I don't see the firewall sending you both for the same job.
I guess the firewall works in mysterious ways, huh? What can you say?
Don't
It's not
think
like
so.
you're gonna pick up Ari and throw her back in a firewall cage, are you?
Of course not.
And see, that's why we're here.
I'll go talk to Norton and see what's up with this, because I don't need more loose ends. The fact that I didn't move on that core when I found it was because I knew that there were other people on my side. They were here. I was afraid I was going to hurt one of you if I damaged that core. Yokai, I need you to work with me here.
Like I said, it works in mysterious ways, and now
Mysterious
there's two of us
ways
here.
is not enough right now. I need communication.
What did Nari tell you she was going to be doing?
That there was an escapee from the firewall, a very powerful one, because of the firewall crash.
What did she say about this escapee? Were they a demon?
They did not mention Ari until I brought Ari up. Yokai, what are you not telling me? I know you're not telling me something. I will push you on this. You seem to think I don't care about protecting the world. I'm trying to. Let me help.
I don't see how you can help with this. You're just a helper for this world. You don't know the firewall. You don't know how it works. You don't
Then
know the
teach
tasks
me.
we have. All right, I'll teach you. We, the monitors, keep the rule breakers out. And when a rule breaker gets into the world, we go back and we find them. And sometimes a helper can help us. Sometimes they've been assigned in the past, but the keeper isn't exactly here right now to do that assigning, are they?
Okay, the other helpers are not being very helpful. I will be trying to remedy that soon. I assure you we are on the same side, Yokai. I need both of you to communicate with me and keep me in the loop, okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you from doing your job, despite the fact I disagree. But please, whatever it is that you are so unwilling to tell me, work it out and fix it. Or tell me and allow me to help.
Here's the thing, if I asked for your help, you wouldn't be willing to do it. I will give you the command to right now put Ari back in a cage in the firewall. Would you do that?
I can't. I wouldn't do it.
Maybe you really don't have the best interest in the world.
I want to work with you, Yokai. Just not like that.
It's fine. I'll keep doing what I do, and you keep doing what you do. And you can stay out of my way for it.
I can't promise that, but I will try to help in other ways.
As long as you don't stop me when I drag Ari, Felix, and whoever else back to the firewall. And
I will never
don't
forget.
worry, you can visit your friends, as they are safely behind bars.
I look forward to working with you, Yokai.
Likewise.